Good morning from Martinique. Today we are heading from Marin, where we've been for a couple of weeks, just chilling out. Today we're heading down to St Lucia. We're going to Rodney Bay marina to collect our new auto helm and a new windvane, which should be on its way. Marin's really busy, massive, thousands of boats here. The marina is over in the back there, and the town and dinghy dock are just to the left. On a mooring buoy. There's the view, as you can see, boats, thousands of them. Most of this is mooring field, but there is the ability to anchor out over the back there. I think we paid €96 for 7 nights for us, give or take, and we pay €2.50 per 100 litres of water, and it is delivered to the boat. It's a really good system. If you come in here and you spot a gap between the boats on mooring buoys and the boats at anchor, don't be fooled. There are some very, very shallow patches. There's one just here, it's about 2 or 3 foot deep. So don't think, oh, there's a lovely big gap, I'll go in there, because you might be there longer than you anticipated. What do you think of your stay in Marin?
It was really good, really sheltered, very quiet. I mean, quiet as in noise quiet in the evenings and stuff like that. I mean, it's a busy place, as you've just seen, but Marin, the marina, it's got everything you could wish for sailors: chandlery, sails, aluminium, stainless, the capitanaries there, there's bars and restaurants, there's a little supermarket just around the corner, laundry, you name it, you can get it here.
Just leaving Marin now, there it is behind us. Following the channel out, because there's some lovely shallow bits either side, so stick to the channel. Allyson's doing a usual grand job of helming.
I'm on the helm, warning everybody coming in as I'm going out, because the voyage is Isla B here, not Isla A. Isla A is what we're used to in the UK, and here in the Caribbean it's Isla B, so it's the other way around. So, got to remember that one.
It's us heading out past the point. Plenty of boats coming in, really busy marina, which is probably why we had to hold station for a couple of hours when we first came in, while they sorted everything out. This is about 9:30 in the morning with all these boats coming in. Maybe they figured they'd beat the rush. Not so much. On the end there, that's Club Med Beach, which I believe is private, and you used to be allowed to anchor off the beach, but you're not anymore. So yeah, very Caribbean looking there. Out here you have the anchorage and mooring field of St Anne, which is vast. There are 4 boat channels to get into the beach, which is lovely, and is over on the left hand side there. You can make it out. Somewhere over there is the beach that we swam on the other day. That's St Anne, the anchorage and mooring field, and behind it is the beach where we had a swim the other day. It's huge, hundreds, probably 300 plus boats over there. St Lucia's just down here. It's only a 25-mile sail today, so a little short hop. We're expecting about 20 knots of wind. At the moment we've got 8, but once we get out of the lee of the island we should have a good old blast across. You have to watch out for the fishing pots here, and they're not very well marked. They're mostly just little drinks bottles tied together. Check this out. There you go, they look a bit like that. They're tiny. Just floating plastic drinks bottles. Beautiful sailing day. It's head sail only because it's mostly downwind. About 26 degrees. Lovely. So, how's it going out there?
It's raining! It's raining on me! Yes, little rain squall, which gave us 20 knots of wind and now 8, and it's still raining. So yeah, getting wet, as you can see. But it won't take long to dry.
Sailing in the Caribbean. Well, at least the rain is warm, and as Allyson said, doesn't take long to dry off afterwards. And that's probably a good thing because it's coming down a bit now. You can see it behind you.
Yeah. Well, I can feel it on me.
Yes. We've just swapped over helming as well.
Thank you for my shower.
I'll go and get some soap, mate.
Oh well, I think it's the universe's way of saying that you probably need a shower.
Yes.
But
Well, there's a thing you don't hear every day. Allyson said to me, pick up the binoculars and look at the boobies. It's not often that you hear that as a husband. I'll see if I can get it on film. It's a really nice, it's a pretty feathered bird, not a pretty bird. What I'm essentially trying to say is, I'll try and get a picture for you of the boobies I was looking at. Oh, it's right there, hold on. Just up ahead of us there, you can see St Lucia, which is our destination for today. And we've come from Martinique, which is behind us, just over there. So if anybody's wondering just how warm it gets below decks, see if we can get this. It's currently 30 degrees, just over 30 degrees Celsius down here. That's how warm it gets below decks, in the shade. It's crazy hot today, crazy hot. Well, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and we're approaching St Lucia. I think we're going to get hit by a bit of rain in a minute.
oh, I've already been showered once.
Might be time for another one. Still just under head sail. We didn't get the 20 knots of wind we were expecting, but we might get it on the corner here. About 6 or 7 miles to go. Still plenty of sargasso weed around. Oh, yep, here comes the squall. You can see it coming across the water. Be with us in a minute. There you go, the squall's just hitting now. 24. You can see it's coming across. Gonna get some rain with it. Sea's just getting a bit lumpier. Up it goes. Not too bad.
Yeehaw! 5.5 knots in 20 knots of wind. Only head sail. No reef either.
It's only 20 knots.
Only 20 knots. Sun's out. Rain's raining.
Rain is raining.
The rain is raining. John's down for a shower this time. We're under the spray hood. Well, I'm under the spray hood.
I'm under the spray.
Because the GoPro did its demise on the Atlantic crossing, so we're back to our phones, which we don't want to mess up by getting them wet. Do you want some shower gel?
It's bit of a rain shower going on. As you can see, the rain is quite horizontal. I'm dry this side. The sunshade's got loose.
I think we'll wait till the squall's over for that. How does it taste?
Raining.
A few minutes later, probably about 5 minutes later, 5 to 10 minutes later, 5 to 10 minutes later. Squall's gone, blue sky's coming back, and here is our first view of Rodney Bay on St Lucia. Coming round past Pigeon Island, we should be entering down there. Well, there, green, Caribbean, St Lucia, woohoo! It's all calmed down a bit now. Winds at 13 knots. Seas very nice and calm. Do you reckon a metre? Half a metre? Half a metre if that. Unfortunately, we do have to report that helm is really two-tone soaked, unfortunately. But the sun will come out in a minute and we'll dry off. It's a bit in the shadow, but Don and I were just discussing, here we are sailing into Rodney Bay, St Lucia, Caribbean, sunny sun, past this spit of land, which we were laughingly said looks like Devon, Cornwall, Wales and Scotland. But I can assure you we are heading into St Lucia.
That's where we came in, round the point. This is Rodney Bay. It's got the engine on now, heading over towards the marina, which is somewhere over there. Okay. We've landed in Rodney Bay Marina, right on the inside. That's where we get ashore there. Tucked away in here, nice and snug. We've got water on the bollard down here. So here's your water tap, and there is the meter underneath. We've got electricity on the bollard here, both of which are metered. Concrete pontoon reaches about 2/3 of the way down the boat, and then you've got a pole at the back here which we just looped the stern line over, then back to the boat. Allyson's off to do the official paperwork.
I'm off. See you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
We arrived yesterday and did the customs check-in, the immigrations check-in, the port control check-in, and then the marina operations. When you tie up in Rodney Bay, you are asked by the marineros if you would like to have electricity and water, and therefore if you do, they will unlock the meters and they provide you with a little ticket for electric and water, which gives you your meter readings. When I go to check in a country, I have all my documentation in my black bag, in which is all our personal paperwork for the boat and for us. There are a number of offices that you have to visit when you clear into Rodney Bay, into St Lucia. The first one is the Port Health Office, who ask you to fill in a usual form about yourself and where you've been, your passport numbers, the countries that you visited and the dates that you visited in the last 30 days, and if they're happy they'll give you a Port Health certificate to issue you into the country. Once you've visited it at Port Health, you go upstairs, here it is, to the Customs, Immigration and Port Captain's office. First off, you go and see the customs. You present your passports and your ship's papers, and they do some keyboard work and then provide you with your clearance into the country. Whilst you're at the customs desk, you get 4 copies of the customs clearance in. One they keep. Second one, you then go to immigration, who does another check and another form filling with your passport to check you into the country. Third copy goes to the port captain, who is literally sat right next to him. He will give you a little receipt and you pay him 30 East Caribbean dollars for your captaincy fees into the country, which covers free pratique and lights and buoys. So, having been to Port Health, Customs, Immigration and the Port Captain, you then go to the Rodney Bay Marina office, which is, again, next door, ideal, and you do your paperwork with the office, and they give you your invoice because you have to pay for your stay. Again, it is charged in East Caribbean dollars. This is 725 East Caribbean dollars, which is around 220 GBP sterling for us. We're a 36-foot boat. Whilst paying for your berthing, you also get charged the minimum charge of 100 units for water and 10 units for electric. Then what happens is when you want to leave, you want to check out, you then go to the office with your pink slips. They will then send a marinero down to check the meter reading on the boxes that you've got by your berth and charge you accordingly. It's a very simple process, as long as you have got all your paperwork for yourself, and if you have any crew, their paperwork, their passports as well, and your boat paperwork. All in all, with leaving the boat to returning to the boat, probably took me half to 3/4 of an hour. I was lucky, there was no one in customs, but there was a little bit of a queue in the marina office because it was later in the afternoon and everybody had just arrived. Ahead of entering St Lucia, you are required to complete 2 if not 3 documents. You need to register on sailclear.com. That's easier if you've already pre-filled in your details, but if you haven't, it doesn't matter. It's an account that you fill in with all your details. It's stored digitally and is accepted and required by Customs and Immigration before you get there. Number 2 is also, it's called, so I had to look down because I couldn't remember, travelslu.gov. That's another similar form for the immigration and health. And then thirdly, the Port Health Department also has a form which you can download if you have the option, but we don't have the option, but you can just fill it in when you get there in the office with the nice happy ladies who help you along if you need it. I had completed everything online before arriving in St Lucia. To be honest, yes, it did help. It was a good thing to do. It took maybe 15-20 minutes of your time when you sit down one evening waiting to work out where you're going. Well worth doing, did make the check-in process easier and was required. If you hadn't done it beforehand, there is places in the office there that you need to do it before you actually see the customs and immigration agents themselves. So yeah, all in all, really easy to do. Having done the check-in and now checked into the country, we can fly. Whoop. St Lucia, courtesy flag. Off we go. St Lucia, yes! Another island on the tour.
Which tour?
It's the islands tour. It's the Islands Tour 2025, which started in 2024 as well, and has so far included Scotland, as far as the Outer Hebrides and lots of islands in between, to the Azores, to Porto Santo, to the Canaries, the Cape Verdes, to Martinique, to St Lucia. That's it so far, but there'll be more.